Okay, Internet, I've returned. And I have a story this time. So, while this is doing all its slow, boring loading, let me tell my story. I was on Twitter, in the DMs with some chick. I know. And I guess she was an artiste. And we were talking about the very remote possibility that I might need art for my books. Which, I mean, theoretically, yeah, but first I have to get an agent, and then the agent has to get me a publisher, and that publisher will probably provide the art for me. But, this is what we were talking about. Art for the books. And I was telling her a little bit about the Descendant saga and what I've written. And she's like, oh, that's cool, let me read it. So I was like, sure, here's a link. She ghosted me. I'd never acknowledged that she got this link. So I go look at this person's bio. And she literally said, pay your artists. But then, as soon as I'm like, sure, buy my stuff, you know, if you're interested. Nope, she dips. Thought that was ironic. What does Rex have to say?
Hell of a show down there on Cerberus. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Arlac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni.
Or is there a little bit of a lag?
Could be
Like
another
between
invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad
moving?
it could get. We need to stop them.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them.
There.
That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
He might win.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
He might be right about winning.
Anytime.
With all the rest of the galaxy all
Shepard,
broken up about the Reapers.
I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
Even though he's probably 10 times older than the Slayer. There, talk. I can't talk because I'm trying to walk. Alright, Primarch Victus.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I remember this.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
That's a fair point. I'm glad, as they said, level heads will prevail.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
Turians are supposedly roughly the same lifespan as humans. And at this point, it's a good, 30 years ago that first contact war took place, so... I mean, I guess? If he was a grunt, a brand new recruit, call it 18, and now we're 30 years later, so he's almost 60. I have no idea how to gauge how old a Turian is.
Thank you, Primarch.
So,
my thoughts are
sure.
with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
That is, an interesting bit of lore. You know? That connection tying it all together. Okay. Yes. Not the right room. The silly way Shepard walked across still drives me nuts. And I'm still disappointed that we don't have Tully yet. But this will be interesting for me, personally. It will be my first time.
Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better.
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
As I was saying, since everyone keeps talking over me, this will be my first time playing Mass Effect 3. A, as a female Shepard. B, not having romanced Tully. So this reunion with Tully will be different than what I'm used to, since she's not going to be so happy to see us. That looks like something. Scan it. Nope. I'm gonna read about it anyway. Carbonaceous element zero deposits. Extrasolar capture. Discovered by the Solarians shortly before they found their mass relay. All the element zeros already mined out. It's cold. There's no gravity. There's no atmosphere. realize the Krogans were that close to the city. I know close is relative since we're still talking tens, dozens, hundreds of light years, thousands of light years. But is a small fraction of the distance across the galaxy, rather than the other way around. Since we've already been dealing with Cerberus, let's deal with Cerberus. And hopefully, that won't take long. Who do we haul aboard? We gotta keep keep bringing Jarvik along to follow us. Because he's DLC, he's new and different and exciting, and maybe he'll give us some interesting dialogue. And I guess we'll bring Liara, since she's the Prothean expert, and maybe there will be some interest there. I guess I should have taken her on the previous mission, but I like Garrus too much. My other theory here I still have 2 guns, but look at my 200% recharge speed. This is gonna be savage. Weapon damage, increased power, force, and duration. Well, isn't that what the biotics do? I feel like if she's a pure biotic, then she would have more powerful and long-lasting biotics rather than a more powerful gun. Increased recharge speed of all squad make. It's biotic powers. Increased recharge speed of Liar's singularity by 100%. It's a big boost. So I guess we should upgrade the singularity. 22 damage. Look, increased recharge speed. Because I can. Singularity field by 35%. He's only got 2 points. I can't do anything for him there. Alright.
Shepard, Cerberus' landing force is away from the Tuchanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions.
Oh.
The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it.
So does it matter what Cerberus is up to? Because it's Cerberus, so therefore they're up to no good.
Looks like Cerberus got that cannon operational, Commander. I'll go back up, get a read on what they're shooting at.
Get on it. Alright, let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
This I can do.
Fire!
Commander, I have a visual on an inbound Cerberus cruiser. The cannon fire's clearing the way. If that ship makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble.
Track of it, Lieutenant.
Got it.
I'll move up there. I saw a guy take cover.
Fall back to the control room.
Control center secure. Then I think it's time to test this cannon.
So yeah, what is the cannon even shooting at? Because they said there's a Cerberus ship inbound to bombard the Krogan resistance. So it's an orbital cannon. What are they shooting at? Their own ship? I mean, I know that's what we're about to do, but...
Not the kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
They're pulling the plug!
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move!
Ooh, big surprise. I feel like they have a better option than just unplugging the thing. Bad check because it bounced. Charged already, let it go. Charged already, let it go. Those over there. I get the feeling we're just going to keep going. Press on. I'll let this do that. Plug's down here, right? Oh, they are lost. Where do I go? There's still bad guys. It must be this way. They even locked it. They really set out to stop Shep. They threw the breaker, and then they locked the breaker box shut. Could have just put a grenade inside the panel. Made it go away. That didn't do it. I guess they did do something more of that. Any more indicators? Shit is really bad at turning while she's sprinting. Oh, so there's 2 boxes.
We're cutting it close, Commander.
I've rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
Commander,
Didn't go
cruiser
off because
initiating
the guy was dead.
bombardment.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing.
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
Dead and buried.
All right. Good work, everyone.
Well, that was fast and easy.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
It's on
Glad to hear it.
Tuchanka.
Good work, Commander.
Just
hack it out.
tell the Krogans, hey, we turned these guns back on. Make sure nobody steals them from you. I mean, I know Krogan aren't necessarily going to be the smartest tools in the shed, but when you have a big enough hammer, it'll get the job done. As the instructors said in college. In doubt. You know, if it's not working, don't force it. Just get a bigger hammer. Or something along those lines.
When this war is over, I hope we find every race that sat back while we bled and get some payback.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Follow war with more war.
I know I'm fuddling it and not remembering the quote correctly. I've got a shelf full of notes behind me. Well, I guess the notes are on that shelf, but you know what I mean.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Come on, I don't even check my real email. You want me to check a virtual email? Well, we did a thing. There was a whole engagement. So I'm gonna call it an episode. I know it's half a length, but did a thing, and I don't want to get drug into another thing and have it be a length and a half. You feel me? So there you have it. It's a game. There's some good things about their writing. You know, like their little detail with the Turian and being in the First Contact War. But there's some bad things with the writing, like Cerberus and sending humans to the Krogan homeworld, and you can tell there's multiple people working on this project. I mean, obviously you can't have one guy make a game as massive and expansive as Mass Effect, but can tell there wasn't a total unified focus in their story vision. Is what it is. I'll save. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Party hardy.